Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're going to level up your English by mastering some key phrases that'll make your conversations sound so much more natural. So, have you ever wondered what phrases like breaking down and taking off have in common? Well, they are both intransitive phrasal verbs, which is basically a secret weapon for sounding fluent in English. So, what exactly does that mean? Let's break it down. Okay, I know that sounds a little technical, but it's simpler than it sounds, I promise. It just means the action isn't done to a specific person or thing. The action just happens. Unlike saying, I pick up the book, where the book is the object, with these verbs, the action just stands completely on its own. And that's exactly why we use them constantly in everyday speech, a lot of times without even thinking about it.
So we're going to learn a few really essential verbs, and then we're going to put them into practice right away.
First up, we have breakdown. This is the go-to phrase for when a machine or a vehicle just stops working. You can just picture it, right? You're on the phone and you say, "Can you help me? My car's broken down." Next up, eat out. This one is perfect for when you're making plans with friends to go to a restaurant. For example, you might say, "Ugh, I'm way too tired to cook. Do you want to eat out tonight?" And then there's get on. This is such a useful and natural way to ask someone how they're doing with a task or a challenge. It's a much friendlier way of asking, how did you do? And of course, take off, which you'll hear every single time you fly. Now, it can also mean that something has become successful really, really quickly. Like, wow, her career really started to take off last year. Okay, so you've seen the verbs. Now, it's your turn to put them into action. Ready? All right, let's see what you've learned. You'll see the beginning of a sentence on the screen, and your job is to match it with the correct ending. So which ending do you think fits here? I'll give you a second. Think about a machine that's, stopped working. That's it. It's down again. Perfect. Let's try one more. Okay, here's the next one. Think back to that verb we use for flying. You've got this. Exactly. Off. See? You're already getting the hang of this. Now that we have a really good foundation, let's add a few more useful verbs to our list. Let's add a couple more really common verbs to our list. These are going to be incredibly useful, I promise. So, go on simply means to continue. You will hear this all of the time. Like if someone is telling a story and they get interrupted, you might say, "Oh, please, go on." Get through is what you do when you finally connect on a phone call after trying for a while. It's that feeling of relief when you finally hear hello after trying over and over again. And then we have come over. This is a super friendly and common way to invite someone to your home. It's just so much more casual than saying, "Would you like to visit my home?" Okay, time for one last challenge to make sure these new phrases really stick. This time, you'll need to choose the right verb and the right tense. Okay, take a look at this sentence. This time, you'll need to fill in the blank with the correct form of the verb. So which verb from our list means to continue? And what's the correct tense here? The sentence is set in the past. Fantastic. Went on is the correct past tense of go on. You've totally mastered it. And this is a great example of how these verbs change their tense just like any other verb. So the most important thing here is that you've just added several powerful verbs to your vocabulary that are going to help you sound so much more authentic in English. Using these will make a huge difference in your daily conversations. And hey, to make sure your language skills continue to, take off, don't forget to subscribe for more explainers just like this one. Thanks for watching.